Hi there, it's Melissa and welcome back to my channel. So I am a little bit late, but I'm sharing my August How to Colour Kit with Style. So this is my, I guess, I wouldn't say I've killed the kit, but I'm going to be showing you what I've got left and then I'll show you what I created. So this is the June 2020 Hip Kit, and it featured the Pinkfresh Studio Let's Stay Home collection. It also had some stamp market papers, and it had lots of exclusive ephemera. So I think if you look back on my channel, I would have said that I never intended to kill the kit, just because I got the main kit, embellishment kit, pocket life kit, and paper add-on. So to me that's a huge kit. And but my intention was to use this kit for August, and yeah, because it was sitting there and I had July arriving and I just needed to get in and get some more of my lockdown photos scrapped for my album, for my coronavirus album. So I'll quickly take you through what's in here and then I'll show you the layouts. And I love seeing what people have left and how much they've killed, and I especially love seeing what they've made. So I've got a lot of sequins left. These are exclusive Hip Kit ephemera, except that belongs in there. Yeah, there's two sets of these, and one set came in the Pocket Life and one came in, I think, the main kit, and or maybe even the embellishment kit, and I'm not sure what went with what, but I really should mix them together because they are obviously very similar because they're designed to go together. So I did use a lot, but there's still a lot left over. These are the ephemera pieces from the Let's Stay Home collection. I haven't used many, but like I say, I've still got a lot of pages I need to make about this period in our life, so I will be getting onto them. These are some exclusive vellum pieces, hearts and houses and a few other things. I didn't use many, but I have a plan for a layout with these, so keep an eye out for that. These are journaling bits, so really fun. You'll see how I used a couple of these. That is cut out from a cut apart. There were two stamp sets. I think this was in the main kit and this was in the Pocket Life kit. And although I didn't use many of them, I will. Yeah, when I make more pages again. A whole lot of Pocket Life cards. I haven't done any Pocket Life pages, but maybe I, excuse me, maybe I will, and I'll get some of these used up as well. That's one that I've used as a backing piece. Enamel dots, I've used some of them. These are Pinkfresh stickers. I haven't used that many, but like I say, yeah, I was never going to kill this, to be honest. I'd have to be not working to be able to kill this kit. Mini puffy alphas, I love these and I'll definitely keep using them. I've got some vellum from my stash which I add to most of my kits, and then the paper. So bearing in mind that I had two of everything, full sheets. Sorry, we're just really unorganized here, as you can tell. I just really wanted to get this up. So this is some stamp market, as is that, and I love their products. Then we've got bits and pieces of Pinkfresh and Stamp Market. Yeah, some puffy stickers. These beautiful chipboard flare. Cardstock added in. Another Pocket Life card. I've cut one thing out of this. Yeah, bear with me guys as I just go through this mess. More bits of paper, more paper. So yeah, more pieces of Stamp Market, piece of cardboard, more cardstock, a full sheet of that, which I'd love to use as a background. The bows that I used a few of. What else have we got? More paper, full sheets of paper, a cut apart sheet from Pinkfresh. Turn it around so you can see it. yeah, as you can see, I've just put everything in this box because my other containers that I store kits and things in are being used. Puffy stickers, did I use any? Looks like I did. That's an ephemera pack from the month before, from May kit. And then I also put in this Joyful Day Pink Fresh stickers because I thought they went quite well. So yeah, doesn't look like I've done much, but I'll show you what I've done. So let's just put this all away. Okay, so I made a total of 8 layouts. I've also had another really busy month of work, not as busy as July, but still really busy. So that's had to take priority over, and obviously my design team projects take priority over my other scrapping. But yeah, so this one was a full sheet of that Stamp Market black and white floral, which I fussy cut, and I think I'm into extreme fussy cutting at the moment. It took me about 3 nights just watching Netflix and doing it carefully. I did it with a craft knife, like in the inner sort of pieces and the tricky pieces. Excuse me. Yeah, if you're wondering why my voice sounds like this, I went for an 18k bike ride in the rain, and it's winter here, tonight with my friend, so that's why I sound a bit croaky. I'm not sick. It's just what happens to me when I do a lot of exercise. Yeah, so I fussy cut, like I said, and there's some quite fine little fussy cut details there. And then I used a cut file from Neat and Crafty Cuts. I think it's Anita's Butterfly, a #1 cut file. And I used these 2 butterflies. And then I backed them with some of the paper and mostly vellum to just give them a light and airy look against quite a bold background. So this one is called Slow Days, and it just documents, I think Azaria was doing some at-home learning, and Ava was just giving her a cuddle. So I had fun with this one. I just put lots of bits and pieces around, and I love how it looks on that bold blue and white Pink Fresh stripe paper. So this one is a Confessions of a Paper Addict cut file that I had saved. I think Virginia actually asked us, when I was on the design team, she asked us for some cut file suggestions for Mother's Day, and I think yeah, I came out with this hashtag #mumlife because that's something we definitely say. And so with this one, I backed it with 2 of the Pink Fresh papers. I think most of this is Pink Fresh except for that paper there, and I don't know, I think that one's Pink Fresh. And then, so I've called it Mum Life, the Lockdown Edition, and that's a little play on Extreme Makeover, the Home Edition. So that's what made me think of that. I don't know if that show's still on, but I used to love watching it. And then I was going to take a photo or use a photo of some mess or some craziness with the kids, but I decided to do 2 photos of me with filters on because, yeah, it was crazy, and my hair needed to be coloured and cut. And I think we were locked down for 9 weeks in the end, and the filters were fun. And yeah, I did some mixed media on the background and some watercolour splatters, and then I did some stamping. It's kind of hard to see, but there was a little set of 3 stars, so I stamped that in pink and yellow, scattered some enamel dots, put my journaling on this Stamp Market cut apart. And yeah, so that's that one. I stitched down these puppy stickers to make sure they stayed on. This one, when I saw this paper, I knew I wanted to cut it and stitch it, and I stitched the sequins on. I love that look so much, and I think I missed every second hole, so to spread them out. And then that's really my feature on this one, and then I fussy cut out this, put my journaling here, and this is about Azaria and I leaving home to go to the supermarket. I think it was 5 weeks into the lockdown. We went to the supermarket. It was my first time out. It was pretty exciting. Yeah, it's just a car selfie, so I just called it Staying Positive. And I love this every season, every trial, every moment we're in this together. It's such a beautiful collection, this one, and it's perfect for documenting this unprecedented time, which I hope is a one-off and we never have to go through it again. So that's that one. This one is a photo of me biking, and I think I took this photo before the lockdown. I decided to stop doing jiu-jitsu and to start getting back into my mountain biking because I have asthma and I didn't really want to be around potentially anyone with COVID, because I think as an asthmatic, I mean, sometimes I have to go on steroids for a cold, so there's no way I wanted to catch it. So yeah, this was at the beginning of autumn, so the weather was beautiful, and so this Sunshine on My Face exclusive cut file from HipKit was perfect. And I so instead of, yeah, this was cut out, and I placed this exactly where I need to be, little piece from that circular paper, and I put my journaling in the middle of that, and I stitched around it just for a little bit of interest, probably to draw attention to the journaling. Here's one of those Joyful Day leaf stickers that isn't part of this kit. A little puffy sticker. I also used a really old Paper Bakery stencil to put these butterflies in 3 spots, just quite subtle, and did some mixed media with a yellow Distress Oxide. And I'm not loving that, but it's done. I think the blue tones it down, but it still works with the yellow paper. So that's that one. Ooh. This one is not a lockdown layout, but when I saw this paper with the paint palette, it immediately made me think of a makeup palette. And I was at my friend Lara. She is Scrappy Care on Instagram and on YouTube, and she had gotten these Dina Wakley acrylic, I think they're acrylic inks, and they are absolutely amazing. And she was working with them. We get together every like month, I think, or even more, and just crop together. And so she had used them and I had to try them, and so I sprayed them. I've covered most of it, and then splattered them, and they reminded me of when we used to melt wax onto paper as kids for onto wax paper for an artsy technique. So I love how vibrant, and I have to get some because they're amazing. So this is Brielle being a makeup artist. Obviously I've glued all of these down because I don't trust them to stay put on their own. I use the textured side of the paper just for a little bit of difference. There's nothing in this, but I just love the effect. And then Brielle saw this the next day and said, "Where are the butterflies? You said you put butterflies on." So I pulled these butterflies from a Vicky Booten sticker sheet that I have from one of her collections. So that is that one. This one is another cut file from Confessions of a Paper Addict, and Virginia made this for our lockdown, I guess. One of the terms here our Prime Minister kept using was about staying in our bubble, and so that's why Virginia has made a bubble cut file. And yeah, I think this is one of the first or second layouts I made with this kit. And so here's another photo of Brielle giving Ava a little snuggle. Thought the reconnect was perfect. And this little quote, "Never give up. Today is hard. Tomorrow may be harder, but soon there will be sunshine." And although she's not unhappy, she looks like she is in that photo, and she's comforting her. So I thought that went quite well with this little quote. And then I talk about the bubble. And I did some research, and I found that the term bubble, just any other Kiwis if you're watching, it was not a term invented by Jacinda, but a doctor from the University of Otago, where I went, by the way. He came up with it, and two of them actually, a man and a woman, and they were quite happy that their term was being used because that's what they meant, about staying in your bubble. So basically, in your bubble meant your family and people that live with you. If you're in a flat, it'll be the people you flat with, and they obviously, you're not going to social distance from them because they're part of your little unit. So that's that one. This is the first layout I made, and I love, as you know, to deconstruct, distress, and reconstruct. So I cut apart the rainbow, and did I? Yeah. How did I do this? Okay, yeah, cut it apart. It's got the pink bits in between, distressed it with my little close to my heart distressing tool, put it back together and stitched it in the matching colours. Stitching looks a bit funny, and I've fixed my sewing machine, so hopefully it won't look like that from when I stitch from now on. Yeah, and then I had started a lockdown traveller's notebook where I diaried or journaled quite a lot, which is really handy when it comes to documenting things. So I've got so much journaling, because this is a photo of me, Brielle, Zaria watching Jacinda Ardern, our Prime Minister, announcing the lockdown. And so this is the start of the 48 hours that we had to get ready for the lockdown. So that just talks about that, about the alert levels and the shopping that we had to get done before we went in. And then yeah, it's a bit of a serious selfie, that one, but I love it because I look at this photo and it brings back the feelings of obviously a bit anxious, a bit concerned, but glad that we went into lockdown to try and get rid of COVID. So that's that one. Yeah. And then this one is the most recent one. I shared it today because I knew I was going to make this video. And this is one, I found this selfie of Sam on my phone. It's pretty funny. You know what teenagers are like, or young people. And this is another deconstruct. So this is a full sheet of the squares, but I only used 4 rows. And so I cut them apart, distressed them, and then glued them back. Now, I had other plans. I was going to cut through here on the diagonal, distress and glue back, but I just loved how this paper is quite beautiful and simple, just like that. And I love the colours, are so beautiful, that rainbow effect. Then I just did some clustering. So this is really documenting that when he took this photo, we were a few days into the lockdown, but for him was quite hard, I think, being surrounded by 3 little sisters all the time. So I just journaled that on there, tuck it away so it doesn't embarrass him. And it was good to use one of these pockets. And then I found pieces that I thought worked with him, which is all the technological kind of things like gaming, videoing. You know, strength is what you gain from the madness you survive, because he would consider it mad to be there with the sisters. The little daily tab. A rainbow. I've tried to put rainbows in almost all of them because there's so many rainbows in the kit. And I love this little piece here that says today's plan, streaming shows, partying by myself, shopping from my couch, all of the above. He did not shop from his couch, but he pretty much did the other things. He has lights in his room and he set up a little dance party for the girls to come in. So I thought that partying for myself was quite good. I probably should tick everything on there except from shopping from my couch. Thank goodness he didn't do that. Yeah, although he did, I think he did buy some Fortnite things. Anyway, maybe I can tick all of the above. Let's do that now, actually. Let's go streaming shows, party by myself, shopping from my couch, all of the above. That looks better. So yeah, I love when things are quite interactive, like this one. So yeah, 8 layouts. Normally from a hip kit, I wouldn't normally get the Pocket Life, but I would make maybe 10 layouts in 4 traveller's notebooks. So I think that's quite good, considering everything that's been going on. So yeah, I will be back really soon with my plans for how to kill a kit with style during September. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. This is a bit of a long video. It's me rambling on a bit, so apologies for that. And yeah, thank you so much.